Okay, so what's the one exercise that you could bring to your training plan that I would recommend to help build speed? Now for me, straight away, I would put resistance work in there. A resistance sled. It's a strap, it's a rope, sled behind you. And the idea is just to pull the sled, build the speed with resistance. If you don't have a sled, a tire, anything that's heavy enough for you to have to really push backwards, drive the world backwards. So if you can build those forces going forwards with the resistance, the moment you take that sled off, you will feel that extra speed absolutely flying. Okay, so when you're weight training, what will help aid development of speed? So the exercises that I would recommend that you do are explosive movements. For instance, a clean and jerk or snatch movements. Anything that involve explosive forces off the ground. That's going to help develop that explosive strength necessary for speed. So definitely work with those. High pulls, again, anything that involves lifting heavy, explosive off the floor, okay? Jump squats, also another exercise that we would always do in my training. Again, you're working explosively. That's what it's all about. Combine that with a plyometrics program, jumps, single leg jumps, double leg jumps, jumping into a sandpit, anything that involves reaction off the floor and quick, powerful movements. Okay, so the best ways to measure if you're getting quicker or not, obviously, if you do have timing gates, a 10-meter sprint, a 30-meter sprint, a 100-meter sprint, they're the three kind of distances that I'd recommend that you focus on with the timing gates. If you don't have that, somebody with a stopwatch, obviously. But also, how many steps does it take you to clear that distance? Usain Bolt took 41 steps in his 100-meter race in Berlin. Tyson Gay came second, he took 45 steps. Obviously, he is smaller, but still, work out how many steps you take during your distance that you're trying to time, and ultimately try and take less steps as you're getting quicker. Stride length, obviously that should increase the quicker you're getting as well. So they're the things you need to focus on to determine if you're getting quicker or not. Okay, so how to maintain level of speed. So once you've built up your acceleration, your 30 meters or 60 meters, by 60, that's when you should be at your peak speed. And it's all about maintenance. It's about knee lift, bringing that knee up here, okay? Then once you've picked the knee up, it's kicking out, okay? That's the most important thing. Get those knees up, kick out that leg, and then once you're there, it's about dragging the foot back, It's the person in a 100-meter race who slows down during the last 40 meters is the person who will end up winning the race. It's not the person who keeps accelerating. That won't happen. It's the person that slows down the least. So knee lift, kick out and drag that foot back, and stay relaxed. Again, you'll see a sprinter's face, he'll look relaxed the whole way. He's not going to be tensed up. Relaxation, knee lift, kick out and drag that foot back. So what is the single greatest thing that I did during my training to help me achieve what I achieved? I would put that down to my over distance training. I ran the 110-meter hurdles. I would regularly run after not most of my sessions, every week I'd say, always ran a 250 or a 300 or 400 to make sure that my back end of my race was strong. During the hurdles, it's very easy to fatigue halfway down and people will drop off. But I always try to keep my pace or even be able to pick up my pace because I ran those 250s, those 300s, those 400s. You know, I ran 46.4 for a 400. I ran 32.9 for a 300. I'd always make sure that those times were absolutely on point, along with my first 30 meters. I always made sure that was on point as well. And I ended up running 10.3 for the 100. Probably could have ran quicker, but it's the over distance work that I felt it put me in good stead for the 110 meters. I was able to hold my form, hold my strength, hold my technique throughout the whole distance when other people would start dropping off because they hadn't done that kind of distance.